Welcome back to Weeb Gamer, the podcast where we talk about everything to do with the video games, anime, and anything else we want to talk about at the time. Well, I'm joined once again by my co-hosts Alan and Sean. That was as fast as I've ever done it. I've tried really hard to memorize it.
You did.
And yes, I said memorize because I'm going to coin that as a term. Congratulations, me. Thank you, crowd.
Okay.
How are you guys doing on this fine evening?
Doing all right. A little bit tired, but I'm excited to talk about our shows that are running this week. How about you, Shawnee boy?
I'm doing pretty good. For those who don't know, because this probably will be released at a later date, Halloween just passed, so happy Halloween to all those who had a Halloween.
Hope you guys had lots of razor blades in your candy.
Yeah, and we all know that Alan had a great time on Halloween with his Tanjiro in the background.
Yeah,
We see.
Yeah, with my uncle.
His little cape.
Yeah, you had a great time. How about you?
Did you hear about the story where they tried to copyright the pattern, and then they're just like, "Bro, it's literally checkers.
Checkers.
Like you can't copyright."
They're gonna sue checkers.
Like, you can't copyright.
Yeah, actually, these guys are so stupid.
Yeah,
that's like the Fine Bros. That's like the Fine Bros trying to copyright the word react. Like what?
Oh my god,
it's a word. Times, though. Anyway, whatever.
Nostalgic.
Let's move on from the past here. But yeah, got great shows running, and I'm excited to talk about it with my boys.
Okay, so let's start with Demon Slayer. So I checked. I didn't see a new episode, so I'm assuming it's a bye week.
Oh,
so we're just gonna do that. Okay.
I forgot about that.
Okay.
What a
great
summary of that.
That was quick.
Thank you.
I guess I won't shit on
before we get into the animes, though, I do want to give a little experience for you guys. So I've recently been playing this game released by Nintendo called Metroid Dread. Guys.
Woo.
To Dread. One, it's amazing. So amazing. I bought it 3 times.
Actually?
What?
On purpose? No. You want to know what happened?
Yes.
So first, I pre-ordered from Best Buy all the way when the Nintendo Direct first happened, when it was announced. I was like, I'll pre-order it. Let's see when it comes up. March 8th, shipping confirmation. I was like, great. I'm going to get it next week. October 8th.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Shipped. I'm going to get it the next week. It's going to be great. October 28th, still shipped. So obviously there's an issue.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's a problem. Let me call them. They're like, bruh, we don't know where it is. And I'm like, so what are you going to do? They're like, wait a week and we'll tell you. So I was like, fine, I'll get it from Amazon. Amazon's like, we'll get it to you today. And I was like, bless, I'll just wait. The whole entire day, it's shipped, out for delivery. Everything's looking good. 8:30 p.m. We don't know what happened to it. There's a problem. The next day, did anything change? Nope. So I was like, okay, let me cancel that one. And let me try again. Amazon, the day after that, I ordered from Amazon again.
Nice.
And then it finally came to my house.
Nice.
Perfect.
Hooray.
Towards the evening, it's all good condition. Now I have 2 pending refunds because so I did buy the game.
Why do you this always happens to you? Remember Final Fantasy 7?
Yeah, and remember my PS5 got freaking lost the day of. It's
no,
a
just
whole
ordered 3 EB games.
That didn't get lost. Someone just looked at it and was like, yeah, that's mine today.
Yeah, right?
That was definitely
it
just
lost in
came
shipping.
later in the day.
Okay.
It came later in the day. I actually did think that happened, but it did come later.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. But yeah, just order 3 EB games. Like, delivery, they always pull through for me. Come through.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know who also... Actually, you're right. Final Fantasy was Best Buy, too.
Really?
God damn. Actually, Last of Us 2, I had to go to Best Buy to buy it because when I ordered it, it was delayed.
No way.
Right.
Yeah, you get fucked a lot, apparently.
I need to stop.
Actually,
Just stop buying games, Andre.
I need to stop buying from Best Buy. I mean, allegedly. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get... I don't want to get in trouble. I don't know what the legal
No more physical copies, Andre. Just go electronic. Go through the store.
I can't, bro. I'm so old school.
You have to touch it. You have to smell it.
Yes, I like having the case. I like seeing it. Like I have it like laid out. Like I have my PS5 games laid out behind me.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, I don't know. I just like seeing what I own. You know?
Yeah, I get that. I get that. I'm the same with
totally
books.
fair. That's totally fair.
Only when there's like a big sale that's not existent. If it's like 50% off and it doesn't exist in the real world, then I'm like, okay, fine, I'll get digital. But for the most part, I always go physical.
Oh,
anyways,
for sure.
I just wanted to say I played it. I did not beat it. It's actually pretty hard, but it's amazing. It's great.
Yeah.
Generally, I'm not like a big 2D guy, but this game in general is amazing. Obviously, there's like Super Mario Bros. Is a good one too.
Yeah.
Just for fun though. I wouldn't just like buy it to play it for me, I think. But like I was back when I was living at home, so my brother, my sister, and me, we all played it together. So it was always fun that way.
Yeah, definitely.
And that wraps up our video game segment of Weeb Gamer Podcast.
Excuse me, I have to give my update of
Done.
Tales of
Done.
Arise, sir.
Oh, yes. That's been a while.
Way to
I
go.
have not beaten it yet, but I'm close.
Way to go,
Update
Sean.
ended. Guys, I tried. That was a rough segment. I understand, but listen, there's gamer in the name.
I appreciate that.
tried.
Everyone,
because like
even
when
our
I made the
audience
game and I talked to
loves you.
both of you, you guys boosted your interest in games a lot.
I'm
more
interested.
Than it
I just
actually
need
is.
something good to come
We're
out.
just like Pokemon Snap, man. You just have to.
Yeah.
That's all we care about.
Do you know what I've been playing the last week? I just been playing Super Mario 64 with my girlfriend. And
On N64
Yeah.
online,
No,
right?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Of course.
All right.
And I will tell you, the controls
Yeah.
do not hold up.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Did the monkey steal her hat?
Oh yeah, I was like, yo, talk to the monkey. It gives you a star. And I mean, there you go.
Oh,
There
you
go.
tricked
GG.
her. You knew the freaking trick. Everyone gets that when the monkey takes her hat, and then
Yeah.
I spend friggin'
Yeah.
the next 2.5 hours trying to get my hat back from the monkey.
Oh my god.
Anyways, it was a great time. Do recommend it for nostalgic purposes only because that game controls like shit. I tell you.
Maybe the All-Star Collection made it better, but I never bought it. I don't know.
There's no way, but I mean, I'll probably get that, but we'll see.
It's a limited release, bro. Like if you can't find it, it's gone
No,
forever.
I'll find it. Don't worry.
You'll
I have
find it.
ways.
He has ways.
All right.
God bless.
All right.
Gojo
All right.
bless.
Well, fine. Since no one cares about video games, let's get into anime. Fine.
All right. What are we talking about, Andre?
Fine. Let's start with Takt because that was the least interesting episode of
Yeah.
Oh,
All
okay,
right.
I was gonna
Okay.
say it wasn't
But
a bad episode.
not bad.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't bad. It
No,
was just
no.
the least. I'm like when I compare them all, it
Yeah.
was the least interesting.
True,
Yep.
true,
Feel
true.
me? So what happened? Let's see. Their car breaks. Oh, when did? How did it start? I forget
They were
how it
driving, I
started.
think, right? Was it?
No,
Yeah.
something happened before that. That was interesting.
Oh, it shows like a tank full of like this energy orb stuff.
Oh, so that was just a train then. Oh no, the guy went to the
Mhm.
general dude
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, there's these people who are caught. We don't know who they are." And the general is like, "Don't worry, I got this."
We're fine.
The suspicious general. He's a suspicious.
That
general.
guy's super suspicious.
He don't got this, as you'll see later in the episode.
Yeah, and then we cut to their tire is broken down in the desert. She's jacking the tire. He's obvious. Takt is obviously being Takt and just chilling.
I love how
Chilling,
he's
minding
sitting
his
on the
business.
car as she's trying to like tow it up. And
She's trying to jack it up. Yes, Alan. That's what it's called. Okay,
I
don't give me faces.
I didn't
It's
say
called
I
jacking
didn't
up
say it.
the car.
I didn't say nothing.
Okay.
You can't even
Okay.
see my face. It's crazy. I didn't say nothing.
Except unless you're watching on YouTube.
That's right. Every Saturday.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Cheap plug. Anyway.
yeah, really.
Go.
Anyways, yeah. So then they find D2s. She kills the D2s, and then she lands in the middle of a train track. The train track has like probably the best brakes
Right?
I've ever seen in
The
the planet.
best.
So it just immediately stops, and then this girl puts her sword at her throat. She's like, "Yo, what you doing?" And then miraculously, the tire's back on the car. I don't know how quick she all of a sudden can change the tire, but
knows,
miraculously
man.
it's on
She knows.
on the car. She drives over. She's like, "It's a misunderstanding." And then the suspicious general dude comes. He's like, "Don't worry about it. Let's
Don't
go talk.
worry
We're
about
gonna
it."
we'll drive you to Michigan
What a
on your way to New
coincidence.
Orleans." What a coinkydink. And then so they have a conversation. Seems like a normal conversation. Then he's like, "There are weapons." And then the girl's like, "Nah, G, she's a human." And he's like, "Nah,
Nah,
that's
dude.
stupid. You must have known her." And then he's like, "Takt, how'd you get her?" And Takt's like, "I'm not telling you, stupid." Then he doesn't tell him. Then they go into a room. She's like, "Don't you dare get out of this room." And then immediately she's like, "Oh, there's D2s. Let me leave this room."
Plus
She
do
desperately
the
leaves
train
the room.
again, yeah.
And then the girl's like, "Didn't I tell you not to interfere?" And they're like, "Yep, but we're gonna do this anyways." So then they did it. And then she's like, "Next time, don't interfere." They take care of the D2s. Then she's like, "Look, you guys broke the whole entire you broke the
Train
tracks.
tracks,
Now we have to wait half a day. This is your fault. And they're like, damn, that's crazy. She's like, next time don't interfere. And then D2s come and then they immediately just interfere. She's like, didn't I tell you not to interfere? And they're like, yep. And then they interfered. So then there's a whole and crazy battle happens, blah, blah, blah. They finish him off. They find out that the sword girl isn't linked with the
Her name is
maestro.
Valkyrie, man.
How do you know that?
Her name is like Walk.
Yeah,
Walker,
it's
bro.
Valkyrie, but it's Valkyrie.
But why'd you say V? She didn't
because
say
it
that
is
in the
Valkyrie.
anime.
Maybe it's German or. Is it,
Yeah, it's
There's
she
a
literally
language
just says it
where
with
Well,
an
she
accent.
said something like he said it's something like a Wenger, and then she's like, "Oh my gosh, how did don't you?" And he's like, "What's wrong with you?" She's just like,
Yeah.
"I don't know." Anyways,
That
that's
was weird.
after. Yeah, that was weird. Very weird. I don't know what a Wenger means, but all I know is Arsene Wenger was a coach for Arsenal for almost my whole life until he wasn't.
R.
Anyways.
Wagner was a composer, like a song composer.
Mm.
Why did you know that?
Richard Wagner. I
He just
paid
looked it up.
attention. I learned.
He
Yeah, I looked
Googled
it up
it.
right now.
Nah, he googled it. I saw his fingers.
Yeah,
too.
100%. It's right here
Trick me.
actually. Oh, and
Anyways.
he made the song called "Ride of the Valkyries." So there you go.
Nice.
That's not her name, bro.
I don't.
It's a
I'm gonna.
W.
It's her name. I'm not gonna argue with you. But keep going.
It's not her name. Anyways, so then they're fighting. But they're tired now, and then
Same.
the crazy girl, which by perhaps I can't even speak. Which perchance, remember the scene at the beginning when he first got Destiny, and then he was fighting in the thing at the end
Mhm.
after Lenny saves them. She was like on the roof
Yes.
of like the city.
Yes.
So she was there.
Yeah. Hell.
Like after, because the general guy left originally, and then she was there after
Yeah.
all that happened. But she acted like she didn't know who they were, which is
Mhm. Which is
Interesting.
interesting.
Anyways, she's insane. She tries to take her Destiny's eyeballs. Destiny's like, nah, and she's like,
She tried to Itachi.
Pretty
She tried to
much.
And
Itachi her.
Yeah.
yeah, and then her feet turn to wheels. She kicks the thing in half, and then kills the giant.
D2.
What are those called? D2s. And then after that, everyone's happy-go-lucky. They reach Michigan, I assume. And then the guy's like, we got to leash this stray dog.
Mhm.
Then he's like, you want to join? He's like, no. And he's like, oh. And then he leaves, and he's like, I'll never forget your name. And then they're on their merry way towards New Orleans.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Basically that.
I don't know, but I don't know.
There's not really
You
much to
guys
say
go.
about.
I
Okay.
don't know what to say about
I
that
will
episode
say,
much.
Yeah.
I guess that Takt and Destiny are very, very a little bit more efficient when it comes to fighting. Like Destiny doesn't
Are
shoot
they?
randomly now because she actually
Barely.
listens to Takt.
Barely, yeah.
But she listens, right? And what do you call it? Valkyrie or whatever you want to call her saw that, and I know, and like after I watched it, obviously the whole trope, I think that's the word for that episode was like Valkyrie is going to be a part of their team soon,
It does seem like that, yeah.
right? Because she at the end took a liking to Takt after he's like, oh
Yeah, but they drove off without her.
Yeah,
but
she,
was she
she'll
still
probably
with
be
the
introduced.
commander or something? Like I don't know. I feel like she's going to find them somehow.
Yeah.
But we do know definitely what Andre was saying in the beginning. General Commander dude's very, very sus when it comes to like his
yeah.
character. I feel like he's very power hungry and always gets his way. So when talks like emo and he's like, I don't care what you're talking about. Literally,
Basically.
he's like he like clenched up. Like it was. I was like, wow,
Right?
this is like Commander Irwin, but like the sucky one. And it was, I don't know, it was a cool. I like how we got to see this. I like how they didn't do some random fighting episode this time. It was more like a progression with who's the enemy or what is the enemy or whatever.
Yeah.
It seems a little bit more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Things are starting to get intrigued.
And the commander just seems like such an untitled prick, and then Takt is just like, I don't swing that way, buddy. Like,
Yeah.
He's just a bro. I'm trying to play a piano, bro. I don't know what you're
This guy's
talking
like,
about.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to, grand piano. You have one?
Right?
No? Okay, see you
he's
later.
just a normal dude. He doesn't care about like hierarchy or nothing like that. He just
No,
like, hey, I'm
exactly.
trying to do my thing. Stay out of my way and just leave my goddamn ass alone. Like,
Yeah.
But is that like allowed? Like that's what I'm confused of. Like
I
in
think-
the world.
I
Like,
think-
is he allowed to just run around with the music art? So if I was just a dude
I don't think so.
who was just going on a hike
Mhm.
and then I found a music art and I just had one, like is the government just gonna be like, yeah, that's fine?
Well, I think it's
Possibly.
unprecedented, so I don't think they have any rules behind it right now. But they don't like it clearly. Like they want to have control over
That's
him
the
and her,
control
and there's such a
aspect, yeah.
unique case where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, like we need to find out what this is about. But Takt's just like, not with it. And I'm surprised the guy actually thought that he would say yes, first of all. And I'm surprised that he, like, it just shows how entitled he is, right? The fact that he just expected him to just go with it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm surprised also that he didn't try to use force, because he's clearly stronger than them. So
yeah, that his music art hell like one shot of that big beast one with ease, right? And also when they're talking, what is her name? Anna's talking with the commander in the whatever cockpit or whatever you call the thing. They mention Lenny a lot, or Leonard, or whatever his name is, his full name, and it seems
it's just
like
Leonard, bro.
Oh, Leonard. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember, but yeah, Leonard.
Leonard.
I don't know. I just thought he would have a more of like a fancy name, man.
You would think, but it's just
Leonard. Okay, so when they talk about Leonard, you could kind of see the commander. He knows who he is, and he knows like what like he's about, like what he's about, I guess. And I guess because of that, he wants Takt on his team. But like Leonard, he's not going to get him, I guess. So that just makes him more mad. So yeah, I don't know. It was a good episode. I'm glad we see some progression. I wonder what the the whole Valkyrie person is going to do when it comes to like who's she going to be with, because essentially the commander's like, we don't really
say her name like that, bro.
I'm going to say her name like that. I don't care what you say. I don't speak English.
Valkyrie.
I'm
He's
going to
not
say
a
Valkyrie.
native speaker, Andre.
Yeah, I'm not a native speaker. I'm foreign. Okay, so yeah, I just want to see what happens there. I wonder if it's going to be one of those where he just gathers a bunch of music arts that don't have owners.
That's what I'm thinking. Like
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
too,
like his special thing will be like he can connect with multiple ones, maybe.
Yeah.
But he's not like very efficient even with one of them. So
he like pulls out the Exodia card and then he just says like Orchestra of Death and they all just start fighting. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But my question is, why don't any of the other maestros do that? Like, why don't they have?
I don't think they can,
because they're not the main character, Andre.
But the other girl, the crazy girl, literally said, "Just take her by force. She doesn't have a maestro. She'll just."
Yeah, but I think she.
But he already has a music.
I know.
So how would she know that he has the ability to have more?
I don't think she does.
No one else does.
I think the assumption is that she wants him to replace her with this one because this one's clearly stronger, and I think he took offense to that because he's like, I have more of a connection to this music art than just like we're connected. Music art and conductor. Like I actually have a personal connection with her, so I think that's why it pissed him off a little.
No, that's true.
Yeah, but I think maybe he can do multiple. We'll see.
No, what if he uses like both his arms? Like, what if he gets 4 of them and just goes quadriplegic or whatever?
I think we brought that up before.
Yeah, like, but he has like all.
I mean, he'd look exactly the same as he does.
Like, he has all.
I know. He's still lying on the ground. Yeah.
He just hold the stick in his mouth and he's good, bro.
He's gonna have these 4 sticks then. He's gonna have 4 sticks in his mouth trying to compose them all at the same time. Yeah, his head's gone.
He's Zoro. Is he Zoro?
Maybe,
Zoro, bro?
Maybe that'd be crazy. Do you guys think? Hold on. Do you guys think his dad's still alive? Like
no.
No,
we saw him get
I know, but you know how they do that.
Bro.
You know how they do that though. Like I don't know. I
mean, Destiny got murked technically, or Cassette.
Yeah, exactly. Cassette.
Yeah, Cassette got murked, but Destiny's alive.
Just blasted.
And we clearly can see that music arts are only women's. Okay?
Oh, yeah,
only waifus are allowed to be.
Stop genderizing the
only
role.
waifus are allowed to be.
I'm
music
canceling
arts,
you, Andre.
obviously.
I'm gonna go on Twitter right now. Hashtag cancel Andre.
Well, yeah, I'd say overall this episode, it had good elements to it. It kind of resorted back to the old shonen, like, oh, we're fighting again. Nothing's really different.
Yeah.
And honestly, his like whole strategy, mental capacity, 100%, super smart move, big brain move was pretty simple. Like you hit the rock, it falls on them. Like it's pretty typical anime trope, or just like cartoon trope in general. You hit the big rock and it falls on everyone.
But
I mean, Mulan did that shit.
You didn't see how astonished she was, though. She's like,
I know, right?
Broke the rock. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, how did you think of that?
What could you possibly be shooting at? You're missing all of them. That was my plan all along. Isaac move on you. Pull the fast one on you.
Said, "Get back in your place, garbage." And then,
I know.
Basically.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I will say, I'm glad. Obviously, their animation budget is pretty high.
It's good
because they just literally just be like,
"Ooh, yeah, that running scene was crazy."
Yeah, I'm like, they don't. At the beginning, when the first batch of D2s they found after they had a flat tire, just like, we don't even need this part in the anime at all.
Yeah.
We can just literally.
Yeah.
But let's just throw it. Let's just make her run fast. Let's just make the scene fly behind her. Let's make her do crazy things. And I was just like, it's good to see that kind of stuff.
Andre appreciates a good animation.
Oh, so do I.
And it's my. The issue is, I for so long I didn't even notice. It's like you don't. It's like my PS5.
Mm-hmm.
I started experiencing 60 frames per second. It didn't look any different from 30 frames at all.
Yeah.
Until I tried to play something in 30 frames, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, you can only realize the downgrade, but you can't realize the upgrade. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel that.
It's like that. You need to experience a downgrade to fully appreciate the upgrade.
Yeah.
And that's what I started noticing. Like, I started watching, because I finished Tokyo Ghoul reading and Tokyo Ghoul Re. So I was like, let me watch the Tokyo Ghoul Re anime, because I was like, I kind of want to see it animated. Just because like I have the gaps that it leaves now.
Yeah.
So maybe I can just appreciate it more without it. But like the animation is so garbage.
So bad. Yeah, I know. No, I feel that, man. I feel that.
That's a shame.
But yeah, I mean,
why would they do that? Like
Tokyo
Ghoul is popular, isn't it? Like, why would they not try to put some work into it?
I think it's before the anime boom, bro. It's
before the money. Yeah, before the money.
But was it not popular as a manga?
It is popular, but I think I don't know when it exactly. I'm pretty sure it's probably Attack on Titan that like made the huge boom in like the West, in like the Western culture. But like it was before that, right?
Yeah,
so I don't think they had the money
definitely.
really. Like these like immaculately animated anime were like pretty segmented towards anime that had like barely any story whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like I mean, there were like unimportant stories, and then they just said here's pretty colors and amazing animation. Just look at it, basically, right? So that's basically how it used to be. Like with I don't want to say this, but like with the Fate series, the story is
subpar. Yeah,
it's weak. It's weak. But the animation, amazing, gorgeous, and it tricked me.
Yeah,
and I didn't realize when I was younger, when I watched Fate Zero the first time and Fate Stay Night, I was like, "Yo, this is amazing." I didn't realize because I didn't experience like amazing animation before then.
Do you think Takt OP is kind of going in that direction too? Like where it just looks really good.
I don't really expect much.
Yeah, I haven't.
Like, I know we're thinking all these theories and stuff, but I'm literally I'm prepared for to just get to New York.
I think we've been pretty dead on.
There's a grand piano at the end, and then the anime ends. Like, I'm really prepared.
And then he goes back in time, and then
he wakes up from a coma.
No, that's too much. That's too much complexity. Too much complexity.
He plays the piano, New York, and all the music arts
he's in Times Square. He's in Times Square. It's New Year's Eve, and then the thing's going down, and then they count down from 10, and it's snowing, and then he just starts playing, and they're like Happy New Year, and then he goes like but I will say this. I thought for a long time that Cassette's death didn't make me sad, but I made an AMV recently.
Oh no!
And there's a scene in there where they're playing the piano together, and then every time I see her smile, I'm like, ugh, it hurts my heart.
Yeah, even just the opening, right? Like the beginning of the opening.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah.
When she's just like happy.
It's
happy.
It's a great opening music, eh?
It has to be though.
It's banging.
It's a bop.
Banging.
It's a bop.
But I mean, it's a music anime.
Right.
I mean, it has to be.
True.
You are right, but it makes me identify with Takt more. How much he like hates, like he doesn't hate the music art that is Destiny, but he's kind of like standoffish to her. He's kind of like, you stupid music art, like what are you doing, blah blah. And I feel like he's trying to create that distance on purpose.
Oh yeah.
But like I feel like I do the same thing, bro. Like she has Cassette's face, and she's just not her.
Yeah. I agree.
And he's like the only person that he's actually like really connected with. Like obviously Anna's like there, but he's kind of like Anna's the annoying big sister girl, like right. Like the actual connection was only made with Cassette.
Yeah,
that's true.
Right? So.
And she's just like a constant reminder of like Cassette and that fact that she's dead now. And I mean, nobody wants to experience that every day.
I do.
Like no wonder he's a dick. He's emo, as Alan said.
Why emo? He listens to like My Chemical Romance.
There's no piano.
It's a good choice, actually.
Wishes.
Yeah, there is.
There's no piano.
Is there
Absolutely, there is. All right, we'll talk about it later. What do you guys feel? That's it. That's pretty much it for the story. That's it. It's linear.
That was more than I thought.
Yeah, it was more.
There you go.
All right, let's move on to something else. Well, what's next, boys? I kind of want to do Platinum End. Can we do Platinum End?
Yeah, we could. We technically could.
One of you, Sean, you're amped for it, so you give the.
Okay. I mean, there's not much to discuss. It's actually
it's all stadium.
pretty short. Yeah, so basically they're in the stadium still. We have the two guys with Angels who just show up. One of them shoots a red. Andre just disappeared for those who can't see. One of them shoots a red arrow at who they think is Metropolis. It does not work because he has already been shot by a red arrow, and he is not Metropolis, but someone Metropolis shot with a red arrow to pose as him. So Metropolis appears on the screen, says all this big brain shit, tells them to join him, right? Because, I don't know. Yeah. I can't really remember that part, but anyways, they're like thinking about it. So this girl who also has an angel powers shows up out of nowhere. She only has wing powers. Yeah, she asks the two newcomers if she could join them because she's afraid of Metropolis and she doesn't want to be killed by him. They're kind of like, if you let us shoot you with a red arrow, we'll let you join us, because they had uncertainties about like whether she was being controlled or what was going on. But out of nowhere, Metropolis shows up with his super fast wings, grabs her, returns to where he's filming himself and showing himself on the screen. Says, "Ha, you guys are stupid. You should have taken her the second you saw her."
Stupid.
And then he shoots her with a red arrow, and they're like, "God damn it!" And the MC in the stands is just like, "God damn it!" So, as these two idiots, who Metropolis has called them, basically, and they are stupid. I mean, they're clearly fodder characters. I mean, you see their design, you see their backstory, you see their design. You're like, okay, obviously fodder characters. They'll be dead soon. And of course. Yeah, of course. Metropolis plays big brain move, immediately switches with the decoy that he initially sent out to pose as himself.
Shit.
Without the other two noticing, he gets two arrows ready behind their backs, shoots both of them, one with the white arrow, one with the red arrow, kills the white arrow, one who got hit with the white arrow.
Yeah, shit on.
Takes
as we know.
Takes control of the other one with the red arrow. Brings the girl back to the stadium where he chains them together, the girl and the one he shot with the red arrow, and then he chains them to like a pole or something. I don't know. And he tries to
dugout.
Yeah, dugout. He tries to make a point by saying, "Hey, like even though this one's shot by the red arrow, because he doesn't have any like guilt towards me or something, he will still try to escape, even though he's like loves me. If I try to shoot him with the white arrow." He proves it by going to posing to shoot him with the white arrow, and then the guy tries to fly away in fear. And as we know, he is chained to the girl and is basically like tearing her arm off as he's trying to escape with the wings, which was like really creepy. Like I was pretty surprised. Like that was pretty gruesome. And he does shoot her. He shoots him, and with the white arrow, and he's dead. And now the girl's still chained to him. And he's in a dead body, and the angel tries to escape with the guy's soul, the guy who died, and Metropolis is like, "Hey, you owe me another pair of red arrow and wings." So he gets that. The angel escapes with the soul, and then he threatens to shoot the girl in hopes that other candidates will come in to save her. And so the I don't know what the girl's name is. The MC's like
Suki. It's Suki.
She
Saki. Is it Saki? Fuck, it's Saki.
Is it Saki? Okay.
Yeah, it's Saki.
So
Saki.
she's freaking out because like the girl's screaming her head off, and it's very disturbing, and it's upsetting her. And the MC, of course, is being. Oh yeah, I guess I can't say that. I can't say. Can I say simp? I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Can I not?
No.
Okay,
what?
Sorry. Okay, block that out.
SIMP. Yeah. S. Okay, sorry. Go.
Okay, yeah, and he's like, "Oh God, I gotta go and save this girl." And it's like really intense and shit. And the angels that are like watching them on the screen, like they're angels, and they're like, "Oh God, please don't come and save her because you're gonna get killed." And then he like starts to activate like his arrow and wings, and then the episode ends.
Which is great. I love that ending.
Right?
I was clenching my cheeks like crazy.
Honestly,
I want to say,
yeah,
as a manga reader, this specific scene, I actually don't remember like how it ends.
Really?
I actually don't.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I actually don't remember how this scene ends. Because again, it's episode 4, so it's so early.
Yeah. I have one thing to ask you guys.
Happens after the fact that I don't remember.
Yeah,
I have to ask you guys this. How much did this resemble Death Note, like in terms of strategic thinking and intensity?
Exactly.
100%.
I loved it so much, man. His big brain, like this is why one of the big reasons I love Code Geass.
Yes.
And like they're like having like a smart main character who like uses logic within the world, and then being able to explain it and be like, this is why I did this is what happened, you guys were doing this while I was doing this. Like, you guys weren't even thinking right this whole time. And then like his like 7-step plan where he's like, no, I got a backup plan to
exactly, right?
plan. Like those kind of things are just like amazing to me. And it was crazy watching it, and I was like, I was watching with my girl, and she's just like, there's so much happening.
Right?
Like, it started off so slow. They were just like talking and like blah, blah, blah. And he was explaining. He's like, yes, come on, man. Join me. I am Metropolitan Man, join me. And then they come up and they're like, no. And then the backstory, we're just like, I didn't get into school.
No, she got bullied at school, man. She got bullied.
No, not the girl, not the little
the
girl. I'm talking about the two men. They're like, I didn't get in. I tried to write the test and I failed. It's time for me to die.
It is sad though, because like we all know people who were like that in university and shit. Right?
No, but I think it's a Japanese culture thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Way more intense.
Right? So it's way more intense and way more important for you to get to that there and do those kind of things. So like I understand in that sense, but I'm just meaning in the grand scheme of the reasons why the people so far have tried to kill themselves has just been a little more.
That's no, that's for sure.
You know,
but when that little girl started flying, I'm like, oh my god, that means she like wanted to like die at one point. I felt so bad.
I know, right?
I was like, holy shit! Like I know last episode I was like, oh, I want a kid to be like there, but I didn't mean like I didn't think about it. I'm like, if a kid's there, that means they wanted to die. Like that's so sad. On the flip side of that coin, she's a shit fucking candidate because she literally can't do anything. But yeah, I hope there's another kid in it. I do want like a smart kid to be a part of the show.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool.
What did you guys think about the angel herself actually having feelings for her and like trying to stop him? And she's like, "No, don't do it.
I liked it. It showed that like I mean we've only been exposed to like Revel, which is like a trickster that doesn't care, and then Nessie or Ness where she overly cares. Nessie, but like to see like a I don't know, third party like not main character angel like really care for their like, you know, person. It was kind of like it gave me, I guess, a confirmation that the angels aren't there just for fun. It's like I really wanted my candidate to win, and even that or like not die, right? So it's like that's cool. I
personally think that maybe like this angel didn't even pick her candidate with thinking that she would win. She just probably was like keeping an eye on her throughout her life and just like built a connection with her like emotionally and just wanted her to live basically. And it's just like, hey, like if I give you these things, it'll help you live. I don't care if you become a god or whatever. But I just feel like I just feel bad, you know. Like it just shows. It is nice to see the caring from an angel for once.
Definitely. Which is like the flip side of what we were saying last episode. We're like, angels don't care if people die,
right?
Because they see it all the fucking time.
I think it's literally just Nase, bro. I think they all care except for Nase.
Yeah, maybe. Her ignorance is just like, overpowering.
Listen, you be happy. Whatever else happens,
right? And I'm still kind of on the fence about that kind of purity. I'm still just like, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't make
I understand your whole reasoning behind it, and it didn't make sense, but it still creeps me out.
yeah, definitely.
Because like we come from a culture where like life is sacred, right? So it makes sense that an angel wouldn't think of that, maybe, but it's still to us, it's like weird, creepy.
I do like to go off of what Andre's saying, or like what you were agreeing with Sean, with like the whole Death Note theme. I love when his eyes do the thing where it's like he goes from like being scared to like, okay, I need to do what I need to do, and his eyes do like the sharpen and the whole background goes like black. I don't know, it's like it's nostalgic in a refreshing way, as like, you know, paradoxy that is. I do like the story. I believe, like I said, this is the best plot out of all the shows that we're watching so far.
Agreed.
It's got some gore. Like when you could hear like they use like a balloon stretching sound effect when she was getting the little girl was getting ripped, and I was like,
you can see it. You can see her wrist start.
The wrist start to like deform. Oh my goodness, it was wild. It was crazy, which made me uncomfortable, which I liked because like it's a good thing to portray, you know, emotion. That means you did a good job of whatever you're doing. It sucks that this Metro Polyman is literally like a terrible person, and I hope people see that. I hope like the audience like isn't just wooed over by like what he can do. But still, big brain plan from him there. Like, that was impossible to keep up with if you didn't know what was going on.
Do you think it?
I will think.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, go.
Do you guys think it was dumb that those two showed themselves, or do you think they just were unprepared?
I think it wasn't dumb. It was more like they thought they had the upper hand.
Yeah.
Because they thought they were big brain, but they didn't realize how big brain Metropolitan.
Yeah.
They didn't really have a plan though. They just showed up and shot him.
No, basically they were like, listen, we're gonna show up. We're gonna do this. This is one person. We're two people. And Metropolitan Man even admitted it himself.
Yeah,
He's
that's
like,
true.
oh shit. Like, there's nothing I can do. Like, if I came out there, like, nothing would happen.
Yeah.
Like, eventually, you guys would probably beat me because it's two of you versus one of me, right?
Yeah.
But they are also naive in the sense where they're good-ish. I wouldn't say good people. They're people with morals, right? Where there's, like, certain things where, like, we're not going to just shoot random people against their will. Like, we want people to join us based off their will.
Yeah.
So, like, that was their downfall, but I think they did have a plan. They just weren't smart enough because they obviously they didn't get in. They didn't pass the entrance exam. Bro.
No, you can't say that, man.
Bro.
You can't say that. It comes down to, and I believe it is, like they thought they were averagely smart, which is totally fine. But numbers numbers is always good, but can also give you a false confidence. So they thought. Their average IQ and like with two of them would be better than one person, but they, again, like Andre said, they didn't realize the guy is a freaking genius. Like they didn't understand that. But now people know. Like our main character definitely knows, which I don't know why he's about to attack him. I get he's emotional, but like I don't think you win that because usually a main character is supposed to be smart. The only person that we know that's super, super smart is Metropolitan Man or whatever his name, Metropolis. I'm gonna call him Metropolis. Yeah, Metropolis. That guy is big brain. He knows what he's doing, and it looks like even like his angel. We haven't really seen his angel like converse with him yet, but for the most part, I'm sure she gives him ideas on how to, or he gives him ideas on how to do stuff. But I don't know.
I like.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I love how the angels have a say in what they do and all that. But I don't think the best thing is to fight the dude right now. But yeah, go ahead.
No, me neither. Yeah, I definitely think all the angels have a special connection with their candidates, and that they're behind their kind of mentality when it comes to things. Because as far as I know, they've been observing them for like a long time, right?
Absolutely.
So I definitely think that they picked people that they like or like will get along with.
You would assume so, right? Because there's no way that like they can find these people at the exact second they're about to kill themselves unless they've already had an eye on them.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I think that's the case. Right?
Yeah, unless you're the guy who like just randomly picked someone and was like, oh, I don't even want to win. Like,
that one angel's like, I don't give a fuck. That guy should have died anyway. That was so stupid, but I loved it. That's so funny.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, but I like because in Death Note, it's kind of like a brain battle between L and Kira.
Yeah. And
they're just like, who's smarter than who? I'm trying to outsmart you. Whereas Mirai is just like, I don't fucking know, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't fucking know.
And think about it, like, we don't know anything about him yet, really. We know he's suicidal. We know he had a shit uncle and aunt or whatever. Yeah. And we know that he likes this girl. But in terms of intelligence or just, like, general personality, like, we still don't really have a great grasp on, like, the kind of person he is yet.
I will say, were you guys upset after the Revel thing happened, how it made like a big scene where I was like, oh, he's in danger, but then he wasn't actually in danger?
Not necessarily. I think it was a good way to introduce a character because again, all we've seen is Metropolitan Man or whatever like kill someone, and you think that because he is a student, so I automatically assume that was his angel. Like I'm like, oh shit, he looks badass, he looks evil, and that like death stare that he gave our main character at the end. I was like, yeah, this guy's totally gonna just tell Metropolitan Man to destroy this one guy that can look at him.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I did like how they just came down from him. I was like, no. It's actually your childhood friends that you love. So, you know, here's another character you guys can take. So I liked it.
And like I said before, like he strongly resembles Kun from Tower of God, and he's probably one of the if not the best character in Tower of God.
Yes.
So like I really like having these characters on the good side. Because they always have some strategy up their ass that they can just pull out and.
I will ask you guys a question. obviously this is a question I know the answer to, but I do want to know.
Okay.
Given that we know why Mirai tried to kill himself, obviously his life was trash. Why do you guys think Saki, his childhood friend,
as funny as it seems, I don't. Okay, why did I start with as funny as it seems? No, as sad as it can get. Well, in this episode, she like, or even the last episode, she doesn't really like to like converse. She's very introverted. So I'm thinking it's got to be something to do with like, I don't know, a guy. It has to be something to do with guys.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know. Yeah, whether it's like bad or just like maybe he, I don't know, it's Mirai's fault. Like he didn't give her enough attention. Now she's like mad at him. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not as bad as I think it is. But I've seen what this show can show me, and I don't know where they go with it. I just feel like it's a relationship thing. It could be a family thing, but because of Mirai's family problem, I don't think they would go that way. I don't know. I think she just GG for her. It sucks.
to kind of take away from what Alan said, I think maybe she's very introverted. Maybe she didn't have a lot of friends, and I'm thinking she was very close with the main character Mira. And I think when his family kind of died and he went with his like uncle and stuff, he probably cut off the connection with her, either because like he was just very emotionally stressed out, or he didn't want to involve her in that side of his life. And maybe she took that like really harshly. But I don't think it would take that long for her to kill herself, like to try to kill herself, because I think that happened pretty like a long time ago when his family died. Really? Yeah. So other than that, like I don't really know anything about her. I hope that's not the reason, because that's kind of not a great reason in my opinion. Yeah. Right. Yeah. But that's all Andre, I can think of at the moment.
Is the reason why she wanted to die very important, and we shouldn't know right now, or like would it just be?
I don't even want to tell you. I don't even want to tell you whether it's important or not. You will find out.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
That's it.
Yeah. You loser. Okay. I hope it's something.
I like this position, Sean.
I know you would.
No,
drinking your water with your pinky.
That's not fair. I gotta read something that you guys won't read now.
It's like,
looking down on it. Quick buff. There was other stuff. Chair. If I remember, it'll come up. But there was other stuff I want to talk about this episode.
Okay.
It was a great episode. I will say that. Like for reviewing episodes.
Right.
Oh, it was.
This is the best one. This is probably the best like series. Episode of anime I've seen in like a while.
Yeah.
Really.
Like it's probably because I can't even think of an individual like To Your Eternity as a whole.
Yeah.
Amazing. But an individual episode, I can't think of an individual episode on par with this last one for Platnium End that I've seen. Do
you know what's crazy
so
too?
Intense, you know?
Yeah. Do you know what's crazy too? I think it gets more intense, and Andre obviously won't say anything about it. But if this is just the beginning where they don't know who each other is, I can't wait till they definitely know who each other is, and it becomes like a literal IQ/death battle. And I agree. Like this episode so far is like so intense. There's so many emotions going on. You think they have the better hand, then they don't.
I have a question for you, Alan.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Why do you think that it's just gonna become an all-out death battle? There's only one person that wants it to be a death battle.
Well, think about this.
Why do you think it?
Think about this. They already know, because the little girl's not dead, right? So they already know one character. Or let's say our main character. Our main character technically knows like 3 candidates in total: himself, Saki, and the girl. He knows there's 3 more in front of him, right? So that's 6 people, and there's only 11 people left. So there's 5 in the side. So
one more in front of him.
Like I said last episode. Whatever. Like I said last episode. Right now, they don't know who each other is, and that's fine. Some people don't have like white arrows or red arrows, and then some of them do have everything. The ones, it's just survival of the fittest. The ones that have everything should do better. That's just my thought. Now, the only way to know the only way to keep on going is knowing who your enemy is. And once you know who your enemy is, well, your enemy is going to know who you are. That's what I just assume. So at the end of that, everyone knows each other, and I feel like it's just going to be, it might be team oriented, Saki, our boy main character Mira, and like someone else versus the last 3, or it could just be 1v1 for the last 8. Like I don't know, but I just feel like it should be deathy when it comes to it. But I'm not too sure.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm done.
Okay. What I'll say is, okay, here's what I'm gonna think. I think Saki's gonna die, and he's gonna want to become God so he can bring her back to life. So,
what? We switched roles.
I know, right?
Wait, why? What?
He did.
Yeah.
What the shit?
I think that Saki's gonna die. Metropolitan's going to kill her. I think him intervening is going to make her intervene, and then she's going to get killed.
Okay.
And then he's gonna be like.
Oh, you think she's going to die like now?
Oh yeah, I think she's going to die soon.
Next episode now.
In this fight, in this scenario,
whatever, arc or whatever.
Yeah. I think she's going to die because he's going to get himself into trouble, and she's going to intervene, and she'll either kill Metropolitan for him, and it'll be like a big whoa moment, or she'll like dive in front of an arrow or some dumb shit.
And how would she kill Metropolis?
Oh yeah, no, sorry,
Metropolitan.
She'll red arrow him or whatever.
Okay.
But I think she is gonna die, and he's gonna be like really like upset over it, and he'll want to bring her back to life. But that's how I think it'll turn into a death match, and then he'll kind of be like the bad character, the new Metropolitan man, where like he just wants to kill everyone now so he can bring the people back to life that he wants to, and it's gonna become basically a Future Diary type situation.
The thing is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's actually I like that. I like that better. But I still think people are gonna die, and I think when it what it comes to at the end of this is that we haven't met everyone yet. We've met 2 side fodders, like Sean put them. We met a young girl that doesn't know what she's doing, and then we have 3 characters that may, as of right now, let's say if you're giving my guess, I would say. Yeah. Metro Polyman would become God because he's just really strong. Though we haven't met everyone yet, so I'm thinking maybe now when we get more information, there will be someone who is literally either smarter than everyone, stronger than everyone, like will-powered wise, like be able to kill people harder than Metro Polyman, or even like
kill people harder,
dude, hard like that. But. Maybe there's going to be someone that literally is too perfect as a candidate, like morally, that they have to become God, and no one else has a say. Because like we thought, oh yeah, you kill everyone, you become God. Not really.
Yeah.
It's all about morals and what you do with your powers and what you say and what you think and all that. So I don't know.
Alan,
I'm excited. Yes.
Do you think you could become God even after you're dead, like, or no?
You know what? I would have said no if we didn't talk about how the angel didn't want that kid to die or that guy to die. So maybe now, yeah, like you can still be God, and then they kind of like it's like us on Earth. If you believe in religion, let's say, like once you're dead, you're going to be put aside to view what you did with your powers while you were alive.
Yeah.
Up on everyone's like this whole board. And then, yeah, you just pick the best candidate. Or someone's just going to be like, yeah, I want to be God. And no one else wants to be because, that's an anime thing to do. And then GG. that one person becomes God. I don't know. I like it, though. I like the mystery behind it. I hope Saki doesn't die, though. I don't like what you said.
I think she will. I'm very convinced that she will. And
you think she's fodder? Is that what you're thinking?
No, I'm saying that she has no other purpose, I don't think, to serve than to die. And I think that the author, because it's the same author as Death Note, right? I think he's very good at writing evil characters, and I think that would make the main character go into like a killing frenzy kind of thing, where it's just like one track mind. I want to become God, and now I have to kill everyone.
I can't wait till April, bro. I can't.
Wait, what's wrong with April?
I can't wait till April. That's when the anime ends. 24 episodes through.
Ooh, okay. As long as it keeps going.
Yeah, really. 24 is
24
good.
episodes.
That's good.
I freaking love it though. I hope like I'm glad Andre saying it's doing the well. He said he can't remember, but I'm glad he's not like wow, this is really shit. I'm glad you're not like wow, this is so shit compared to the manga because
I was astonished, bro. Like I remember the scene, like the beginning, like how it happens and all that kind of stuff. But then this particular part of it, I'm just like, I don't remember what happens at the end of this. Like I don't remember how this whole thing is resolved. So I don't know. I honestly don't. Like I could go read it, but I probably won't. I'll just leave it.
Yeah. Do you? And I have a question because I was thinking about this last night, and I just remember now. For Saki is not a manipulative person as of right now. We can't really tell. Do you think though, because of her like meekness, like her not being like wanting to kill anyone and not wanting to do this. Her angel chose her so that he can like manipulate her into doing what he thinks is right.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna let Sean answer that.
Yeah, I do think so.
Very good. I hit some nail on the head.
like I said,
did you?
Not
like he's like a coon character, right? Very controlling. Very,
like, and that's what I'm thinking of because you said that. Yeah,
and like she's very easy to manipulate, and he basically just tells her what to do. Like as we've seen, right? Like he told her, "Oh, shoot him with the red arrow. Oh, get him to do this. Get him to do that."
Yeah.
So I definitely agree that he just chose her because she's easy to control.
Because like she seems pretty shady.
Like, you dummy.
Yeah,
he
right.
Likes her already, dummy. That's what she said.
And I wonder how that ties into why she wanted to die before becoming a candidate. But what if she just became a candidate because, let's say Revel knew Nisa wanted
Nase.
Thank you. What if Revel knew Nase really likes Mirai, and that's why he's like, oh, let me pick a candidate that's close to Mirai, because like it's kind of funny that Mirai likes Saki, and Saki is very manipulative, so that he could, like, Revel could manipulate Saki to manipulate.
But
whatever.
He didn't know that he already liked her, so I don't think he really knew about him.
True. Like this is all speculation, but I feel like Revel has a big part in this. Maybe he doesn't, but I feel like
I think he does.
He knows what he's doing.
It seems right now that it's an anime coincidence.
Right.
It could be more. It could or it could not be.
We'll see.
It could.
Yeah, I'm ready for it though. I love the show already. Like it's so good.
And I'm interested as to why Saki, like, she's easy to manipulate, like you said, but why? Like, did he promise her something? Like, did Revel say, like, hey, if you just do what I tell you to do, you'll get this? And maybe that kind of ties into why she tried to kill herself.
And she never really said she wanted to kill herself yet. We don't know.
Well, she has to have.
They said everyone tried to kill herself.
Well, Revel, I thought he'd be like, let me pick this person just because whatever. Well, whatever. What are you going to say? Hey, what?
But Sean, I was going to say, Sean, do you understand now while at the cottage where you told me to stop reading and I couldn't?
Yeah, definitely.
You understand now?
Oh, yeah, I definitely understand. And you didn't listen to me. And you know what? You get a pass on this one. Says the guy who's read everything he's ever watched.
Yeah, bro, this guy has Tokyo Revengers done.
Oh yeah.
Have you been reading Jujutsu? Like, you caught up?
Oh yeah, but it's like.
Should I catch up?
No.
Okay.
Does it get worse?
It's slow right now.
Oh, is it just slow?
It's like painfully.
Don't worry. The next like season and a half will most likely be amazing. But after that, it's kind of.
But I
just hate when they.
Sorry.
I hate when they make a tournament shit. Like, just keep it. Stop doing this tournament formula thing.
I fucking love tournaments.
It worked for you.
I fucking love them, Sean. Shut your goddamn mouth. Speaking of that,
Yu Yu Hakusho did it. Then the Cell games happened.
Okay, that gets the pass.
You see that? You see that, Sean? You see what that did there? That's why we need tournament arcs.
Cell theme, best theme of all time.
Absolutely.
That and Quincy Craft, amazing.
Definitely.
Next.
Now, what I want to say to segue from manga, Sean, this is the segment where I tell you to fucking read Solo Leveling, because that shit.
Okay.
Read it.
Everything. Read it. Mid. Solo Leveling, not mid. That shit's high.
Hey, Sean.
That's just.
I will tell you this. I know how you have like a thing about like the leveling up system and like the video game thing. It literally says at one point it's just like, we're done with this now.
Oh, really? Okay. Because it doesn't bug me with this and with this manga. I just fell off just by accident.
It's amazing.
Okay, I'll make that my objective.
I did too, right? So I read 87 chapters in like a night. I was like, whatever. And then I went from 87 to 170 in a one night again. You know why?
Shit.
Because I wanted to see who he wanted to date. And then I found out.
That's very Alan.
You do find out.
That's very Alan of you.
That's all I wanted.
You do find out.
And you know what? He doesn't even give a shit.
Say that. But it doesn't end. Like, it doesn't stop.
No, it doesn't stop, dude.
It just
like, anime has downtime. Because it's supposed to.
And I know,
because
Andre,
you need a break between the shit that happens.
Yeah.
But this is just like, you don't get one.
Yeah.
It's just constant.
I'll give you one. There's literally, out of the 173 chapters, there's one chapter of a break.
Oh, yeah?
Which one was that? Say it quickly. Go.
The one where they go to the amusement park.
No, that's the best one. That's the best one.
I know. Okay, but that's the
of course.
break.
That's probably the
because you find out.
Dude,
Wants to date.
I was just going to say that.
It's so good. It's so good in all its goodness. Like it's juicy. But hold on a second. That shit has way better animation than I was gonna say Hunter x Hunter. That and Shaman King. We haven't said in a while. Fuck Shaman King. I think it's still shit. Actually. But no, seriously, read it. It's really cool. It's not too long. It's funny enough. It's more action than anything, and it's great. I love it. I do see why Japan will not do a anime on it. I understand now. And also Canada. If Canada ever had an animation thing, fuck Canada ain't doing it. US ain't doing it. It's got to be South Korea. Yeah, it's not bad.
Korea's like your ass, your shit, your garbage.
Yeah, your shit. Canada, dumbass. Actually, US pride.
That Canadian guy pissed the shit out of me.
It's really cool.
You guys are really gonna do this.
I really like. Maybe China. China maybe could do it. Maybe. Like animate it because China. Anyway. Yeah, read Solo Leveling.
Oh, their animation's good. If you've seen something on the 5 Elements,
that's exactly what I saw. That shit's bussin'. Yeah. So if you haven't read it, viewers, please go and read it. Andre's been trying for almost a year now, and he's done well. Did a new chapter come out today, Andre?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, today.
I'm bust.
That's why I messaged the group chat and I was like,
yeah.
Shit's about to go down.
Oh shit. Okay, so I got
whatever. Like you thought shit was about to go down after the end of last episode, but now shit's really
like it's going down harder. Like me.
Like it's like this is where an anime episode would be like to be continued, and you would throw your
you would shit and throw up at the same time. Yeah, no, I totally get it. That being said, what's next?
What is next?
Let's
Mieruko-chan or
let's go Mushoku Tensei. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh yeah.
2 hour. This is gonna be a 2 hour episode. All right. That's great.
All right, Mushoku Tensei. Let me get this because Sean did one and you did one. All right, so we have our boy Rudius. Yeah, our boy Rudius, Aris, and what's the other dude's name? Whatever. Stone guy in the forehead. Literally just got to the human continent, which means before they were at all these animals, monsters. Now they are with humans. And Rudius comes up with a plan saying, "Hey, they pay well here. I do want to start working here. We should all figure out what to do and make some money because we don't know how much things are going to be when we need to go further." And everyone agrees. Aris was like, "Yeah, let me go kill some goblins." I don't know what the other guy's name is. I totally forget. But yeah, he also says like, "Yeah, let me go figure out what to do for a job." I like at this part here, Rudius also is worried for Aris. She's like, "Hey, don't kill goblins. I don't want you to get hurt," and also other things that we can't say on this show. But yeah, that's what happens there. Anyway, so they all leave. Rudius is by himself. He hears someone getting kidnapped on a horse. And he's like, just leave it, things don't go well for me if I ever chase these people down and all that. Can't save everyone. And then he's like, F it, I'm going to go and do it anyway. So he follows this horse people and this group of gangsters, jumps into this crate, and he is coming up with a plan. He's trying to cover his face. He feels the ground, and he, of course, puts underwear on top of his face. Very good jobless reincarnation trope there. Now, He tries to fight off these little bandits, as he assumes, and he fights the two off that did steal the kid. And the kid's crying, and he's scared, and he sees this. He starts fighting this girl, and she must be a level 100 because she's barely wearing anything. And you know how the games go with that. You wear nothing, you get more armor. And as you could tell, our main character is not really good with women, and he gets distracted very easily. But that being said, he blasts her away with this magic thing, and now this drunk guy comes out of nowhere, and he's like, "Whoa, this guy's a lot stronger than the one." They fight, and as they're fighting, his enemy says, "Wow, you fight like that bastard." And we were like, "Wait, this guy knows our main character. What's going on?" Rudius, foreseeing eye, Mangekyo Sharingan or whatever, ends up beating him and putting him to the ground. And then he notices, he's like, "Wait, whoa, Papa?" It was crazy, and I'm happy. Everyone's happy. You guys are happy too if you're watching. Yay, we found Papa. Papa starts talking. He's like, what have you been doing this whole time? And Rudius, not getting a social cue, thinking his dad is like mad at him, saying, me and Aris, we went to here and we worked there and we fought this monster here and blah, 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 blah. He's telling him how good his adventure is because, when you want to tell your dad something, you don't really want to tell your parents bad stuff. And his dad just goes, so you're fucking useless, basically in shorter terms. And Rudius is like, What do you mean? What do you mean I'm useless? I survived. Like, what are you talking about? And Paul's like, did you not think to look for other people while you were on this journey? And Rudius is like, no. But also like, oh no, I didn't. Like, oh no, I didn't. And Paul's like, yeah. Did you ever think about your mom? And then Rudius is like, Mom, what happened to Mom? He's like, I left a note on the board. Hello, you didn't read it? And Rudius is like, no, I didn't read it. Like, how am I supposed to know any of this? And as they're in a bar setting and everyone's starting to watch him and everyone hates Rudius because Paul is apparently the leader of this scavenger team to go look for people. And Paul goes to punch Rudius, and Rudius is like, fuck no, and like does something to him and kicks him or something. And now Rudius is on top of him, about to just
he uses wind power.
Yeah, he uses the air, Avatar Aang spirit mode air. Yes,
exactly.
Pretty much what he did. Yeah,
yes.
That's pretty much what he did. And then he's about to wail on him like Khabib in the middle of a fight, and essentially Rudius' sister.
He did start.
Huh?
He did start punching.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he's right. He wails on him in a bin, says, "How am I supposed to look for anyone when this place sucks?" And then his sister comes in. What's his sister's name? Norn, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Young sister Norn comes in and says, "Stop it!" And everyone's like, "Oh my god, she stopped the fight." And Rudius is like, "Norn, oh my god, little sister, do you remember me?" And then she's like, "No. Stop hitting Papa." And it runs in the family to be ignorant, apparently. But yeah, that's pretty much the episode. And what happens is when Rudius talks to Paul and says, yeah, my bad, I guess I'm a kid after all or something, goes back to his room and he's very upset. I'd be upset too, because once you go from thinking you've done the right thing to someone telling you did the wrong thing and you realize it really shits on your morale. So he's talking to Aris and Diamond Dude, little Uzi Vert. Then, little Uzi Vert says to Aris, no, you should not leave here. You should leave family conflicts to family. Great advice, by the way. And Aris is like, all right, I'll do my best. So she actually genuinely gives him a hug. Rudius is like, thank you. And that's where it ends.
Pretty much, yeah.
So how'd you guys think?
Also, when you said that Rudius put him on the ground the first time, he didn't.
No, he didn't. I'll remember the fights terribly.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
His dad cut the panty off his head, and he's like, "Oh shit, that's my son."
I don't remember. I don't care about the panty getting cut off. Oh, by the way, the panty was owned by the lady he fought in the beginning. Disclaimer.
What was the point?
Yeah, you guys go. Tell me what you thought.
What was the point of him wearing the panties on his head?
Well, he thought it was something to cover his face.
Nobody knows who he is. Why would that matter?
His dad might be there. Oh my god, man! Like, think about it.
How would he know that?
How would he know? I don't know.
Listen, you know which anime this is. Stop questioning that kind of shit.
Like, I would understand if he was some famous guy who did something everyone knows, but nobody knows who he is.
You know what anime this is? Didn't you see the part where you did that big sniff and
oh my god!
Yeah, he's looking on the inside of it. Oh god, I almost threw up.
Yeah. You know what anime this is. Anyways, so that all stuff happened. That's it. All that aside, I don't think anime has made me feel like this before.
Dude,
I was just so
confused,
defeated. I
think.
No, I was just so
word.
I was just upset and just defeated. This guy's like, yo. I understand he's a 40-year-old. I get it. Mm-hmm. But he is a kid in the sense of what this world is.
Absolutely.
Right? The world. Yeah. And he's he did try his ass off. He's like, listen, we got transported. I got to get back to my family. I got to get Eris back to her family. Let me do what I can to do this. And his dad is just like, are you dumb?
Yeah.
He meets his dad after a year and his dad's just like, you're an idiot, kid. What do you think is going on? Don't you know what's happening? And Rudy's just like, no, I don't know what's happening. And his dad's like, how could you not know? Rudy's like, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah.
And his dad's like, you're an idiot. like his dad wouldn't tell him.
That's
it took
basically
the whole episode to tell him what happened. He's like, Rudius is like, what happened? And he's like, no, you're stupid for not knowing.
You stupid boy.
I'm not even going to tell you.
He's like,
Go find out.
Yeah. And he's like, yo, he's like, so you helped a random demon, but you couldn't help the random humans. And he's like, I didn't see a single I saw one human in the whole entire era, and I helped him. He saw one human.
That's true.
And he helped him.
That's true.
Right? And then all this, oh my god.
It's funny because I was very on the fence about both sides, because it was like, okay, like maybe if I was in his, because I think it showed how much he doesn't really give a shit about his family. Like from his perspective, they're not really his parents. I don't feel like he calls him Paul. I don't even know what his mom's name is or what he calls her. His sisters are his sisters or whatever. But like, if we were in that situation, we would be thinking a lot more about whether our families were safe, whereas he was just like assumed they were safe, and that only the people where he got teleported kind of thing. But at the same time, like, you just expect him to see every sign on this bulletin board or whatever, and just to go into every Adventurers Guild.
10 years old.
I know. Yeah.
And like, I understand that the dad is like, you've been through a lot. I understand you've been spending this year looking for your wife and your kid, and like, you don't know what's happening, but like, your other kid, you finally found your other kid, and you're just like, I thought you'd be doing something right now. I'm like, so what are you gonna say when your wife, if you see your wife is safe, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be like, yo, so you were safe this whole time and you didn't come find me? Like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
And funny enough, he was like, he said, oh, like what were you doing? He like, who are you with? And he's like, and Rudy's like, oh, I was with Aris. And he's like, wow, so you're just like enjoying life with your little girlfriend. And I'm just like,
that's
what the fuck? You literally had to, you saw him leave to go train your brother's daughter. Like what do you mean? Like I agree with Andre. I'm like, what if you find someone that's like a hunter and they got, like, what are you gonna tell them? Oh, you didn't find anyone else, you useless piece of shit. Like, that's so shitty, and it's your own son. Like, I get. Yeah. I don't know if the anime or manga has done bad with Paul's character to like really shit on him as a dad, but like this is really bad, even just as a person, not even just a dad. Yeah. Like, this is really bad. I don't know.
I think they did it before, like when he cheated the first time. And like they kind of did it, like he was shitting on him the whole time, and he's like, "Oh, does mom know you're with this girl?" Yeah. And then like the dad's like, obviously not, because she's fucking missing. But Rudy doesn't know this shit, so he's like, "Oh, so she doesn't know. So you're with this girl. She's dressed provocatively. Oh, you're just gonna go cheat around all the time." And then the dad punches him, and he's like, "Yo, what are you doing, man? I'm fucking 10."
I know.
Whoa.
I mean, you guys are right. Like, and I think it honestly it was a good episode because it raises these thoughts about like each character and where their priorities really are. Because like at first I felt bad. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even think about whether his family was doing okay.
Me neither. I honestly didn't.
I was like,
how are we supposed to know, man?
I know, but I'm
thought
thinking
it was
like
the four of them. I thought it was the four of them.
Yeah.
Like the Beast Woman and then no, not even the three of them, the Beast Woman and the two kids. I thought they were the only ones who disappeared.
Yeah, but it's just like, it's freaky because like Paul is scolding him, and I'm like, I feel like he's scolding me because like I didn't think about any of this shit either. Like, shit, maybe I'm a bad person.
Oh, great that you said that, because that's what I was thinking too. Neither, like, even if I was born in that world and like I didn't get isekai'd into there, even as like a 25-year-old, 26-year-old, like I would, even myself, as you just said, I would not have thought to look for anyone else. But for me to get back to my family, which I could have not known, got fucking transported as well. Because, first of all, I'm a 10-year-old kid, like Andre's saying. I'm not going to read every bulletin board. All I'm thinking about, life, shelter, food, and like the people around me that I care about. Like, around me at that time. Like, I don't give a shit about anyone else, right? So annoying, man.
The one thing I'll agree with the dad about is literally when he's like, did you think about the village transporting? And he's like, oh shit, the elf girl's gone?
And then
he's like, oh, so like you care about her, but
I agree.
Your mom? And then Rudy's just like, oh shit, yeah, that girl.
Oh
yeah.
Her.
I find it so strange. Like, I don't know. It's true. You're right. It does put like a two-sided like argument there. It's like, is the dad right, or is Rudius right, or is neither of them right? Because I think
no.
And it really shows
dad's
detachment.
Definitely not right.
No, Paul's definitely a dumbass. I was gonna.
And it really shows a detachment, like from him and his family. Like you don't sense that family bond between them. I don't know at all, really. I mean, they're just not a great family. Sorry. Not very well put together.
I just don't understand the mentality of, hey, like Andre said, like perfectly summed it up. I just found my 10 to 12-year-old son.
Yeah.
And instead of being like, how are you doing? Oh my God, you're such a great fighter. I'm glad you're here. You go and say, you're a fucking useless piece of shit.
Basically.
Because you can't read a sign. Like, what?
And it's like, do you want him to be out there helping people, or do you want him to get home? Like, pick one. Because
you know what's funny? And I like it now that I'm thinking about it. That's exactly what Paul would have and should have done, because he only has himself to blame. Like, because he's supposed to be like this, you know, macho dude that like protects everyone and all that. He's literally like, I don't know, like pushing his problems onto, like, what is it called when you
hypocritical?
No, when you, I don't know, like
project.
He's projecting onto his son because he couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah,
his son is looking to do, like, he's doing way better than him, and he can only blame himself, which he projects to his son. So I guess Paul is not right, but like it's acceptable into a certain way. Like, if next episode Paul doesn't apologize and they just keep going on their ways, Paul's a dumbass, like 100%. But like, if Paul is like, you know what, sorry, blah 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 blah, like I shouldn't have done that, like I'm glad you're okay and I'm glad your cousin is okay, or whatever Aris is to this guy.
No, every week y'all are making me watch a deadbeat. First the Major, now this piece of shit. They're all deadbeats.
I can't argue with that.
I didn't. Yeah, that's true. Fuck. I hate the Major. I was thinking about it again. God damn it.
And,
fair enough.
And it was the worst part of it, I think, was like when his sister first came and pushed him off. I was like, okay, finally, there's gonna be a mediator on the family. But then I didn't even think in my brain. Like, I forgot that she was literally a baby when he left.
Yeah.
She doesn't know him.
No.
Yeah.
She doesn't know him at all. Right? So then now she's fucking like 3 years old, and she finally has like a kind of cognition, and then she's just like, why are you bullying my dad? She's like,
why?
Brother, bro, don't you remember me? She's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. This is my dad.
My
Stop
dad.
bullying him.
Yeah,
and
fuck off.
he's like, I'm bullying him? A grown man punched me in my face, and I'm bullying him?
I feel like it's twisted. It is so twisted.
And then he just got up and he was like, I give up. He was just so defeated, and he just walked out. And then after that, he was literally no horniness at all, nothing at all. He was literally just like, he was done. Like, I mean, Rudius doesn't have any, like, Eris hugs him and gets close, and like nothing at all. He's just like,
I did like that scene though.
Thanks.
I did like how Arius was
nice.
able to not be weird about anything.
well, I mean, she was kind of weird at the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning. Well, she was just nervous.
And she was like, But
I'm glad, like what you said, like he wasn't like weird about it. Like he, you know, whatever. But yeah, I mean,
I hope this is a character growth moment, though.
It's gotta be, man.
We think that every time, and then it never
every
is.
time.
I think it every time. I don't want to say it's gotta be.
Watch the
episode,
first 2
he's
minutes of the next episode. It's just gonna be some random shit, and then we're just gonna be like, all right.
He's on his head again.
No, like he kept the two pieces of like that's something like that. That's probably what it is.
But yeah, no. Emotionally though, this was the best episode of the anime.
Oh yeah, for sure,
definitely.
For sure.
Honestly, of the whole thing, when it comes to character, like of the whole first and second season, like I do like where they are now. I like how his mom's gone, the whole village is gone, and Paul's a dickhead, and he's like really powerful, but he's still a child in some ways. But yeah, no, it's I do like that. I do like the introduction of Norn too, because I feel like she's going to be a pretty good character if there is a time skip or anything like that. But I don't know. I haven't read this shit, so we'll see.
What do you guys think happened next? Do they make up?
Yeah,
because I love how like in his room, he's just like, yeah, it's fine. I'll just go talk to him. We'll work it out. It'll be good. Nothing's the issue. And then he's just like, oh shit, that did happen. Like, this wasn't a dream.
Yeah. Like it's more serious, and it really is a big deal. I think they'll make up though.
Yeah. I think they do. I was hoping, like, when they're sitting around the table and Paul's like yelling at him, I wanted his old conscience to be like, why the fuck is this guy yelling at me? Like, I wanted him to say what we're saying now.
Yeah.
Or like being like, why is he yelling at me? I'm 10 years old. I literally just survived. But I also wanted or I wanted to see the main character be like, oh my god, I didn't even think about that, and I'm like older, you know what I mean?
He did say that kind of.
He did say that. he's literally like, yo, listen, I'm a screw up though. He said I'm a screw up.
Yeah.
But like, this is the one time where I'm like, this wasn't even like me being a bad person here. This was like, I just
literally.
Oh, he did say that. Oh, I must have missed it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like it wasn't on. He's like, it wasn't on my mind. Like I didn't know. Like,
but was that from Rudius's mind?
No, he's like, I didn't think about it.
Was that from Rudius's mind or?
I once did.
No, it was his older.
Oh, was it? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Damn it.
Yeah. At first, he's like, in his older self, he's like, I actually did this time. I just didn't think about it. And then out loud, as Rudius, he's like, oh shit, I just didn't think about it. He said it, and then he's like, oh, yeah, you didn't think about it, huh? With your girlfriend. Yeah, and this way you're a freaking.
That's when it was. I gotta rewatch it.
That's why it was such a big point for me, because it really shows how detached he is from them. Like. You know that you don't really care about something when you forget about it, like when it's even if it's really important, you're just like, ah, shit, like I didn't even think of it. Like it must not be as important to me as I originally thought, or it just isn't, and I knew it already.
But I don't originally think it's like not important, because as soon as he got over to the human world, he's like, all right, now we're here. I can send a letter. Like I'm gonna send a letter to my financial village, let them know I'm safe. Like, because he does care in the sense he's like, I want them to know I'm safe. Because I think literally he's generally just like, in his brain, he's like, we got transported, and that's where his thinking ended.
I can see that too.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
you're not supposed to know.
If I get isekai'd into a world and I get transported somewhere else, my first thought is going to be like, oh shit, my whole village did. Yeah. I'm going to be like, where the hell am I? I need to figure out what I'm going to do.
Yeah, that's fair. And to be fair, his village was like way farther away than where he was.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I see that.
He's actually even lucky that he actually was an isekai character or person, because if it wasn't for his mature brain, like imagine a regular 10-year-old just getting fucking transported to like from where we are in Canada to like, I don't know, Bulgaria, where no one speaks any languages, and you're just like, okay, what the hell? And you have to trust this little, this dude with the thing in his forehead. Like, I don't understand. I don't get Paul's brain, but like, whatever. I guess for plot purposes.
Did you guys even recognize Paul? Like, if you didn't say Paul, I would have been like...
I honestly didn't. No. He looks so different.
He looks way
skinny.
different.
He looked super skinnier, and then like he looked like he was rough because like he was drinking and shit. But I honestly thought he was fooling around with like other people. I did assume that. I did assume that for sure.
I'm not against... I don't think that he's not.
Oh yeah.
Now doesn't make me think that he doesn't.
Yeah. No, yeah, but like I just thought like, oh, he's here and he made up a scavenger team to talk to girls. I guess, like, I don't know. It's just weird.
No, I don't think it's that bad.
No, it's not that bad. I know, but I just thought.
But I also don't think he's like. He's depressed right now, so I don't think...
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, I do get that aspect of it, that he's clearly depressed and he's, like, gone through a lot. But at the same time, like, it's your kid. Like, it's your job to look after your children.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Right? Absolutely, man.
So, like, whatever you're feeling sucks. Talk to your peers. Don't put that on your kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right, so
the anime makes us better people and better parents. Like, who says anime isn't educational? I can't believe I'm talking about that on top of the Mushoku Tensei, the worst anime.
Yeah.
This is the issue with the show, bro. Like, I want to recommend it to people, but I have to. Remember when I was recommending the first time? I went through a whole like 20 minutes. I was like, you have to ignore. A lot of
things,
but the rest of it is great. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
That's the issue.
The lessons you get from it is good. Yeah,
I mean, I definitely like thinking more about it. Like, Paul's putting so much on his 10-year-old kid. Like, it's only okay for us to think about it because we know he's actually like a 40-year-old dude, or whatever. But Paul doesn't know. Like, as far as Paul's concerned, it's a 10-year-old son. Like, what are you expecting from him? Yeah. You're right. You guys are right.
He's just projecting. That's the best word for it. He's just projecting. He's super stressed. Like, when you're helping, like, you're helping someone. For me, in my personal experience, I'm helping my dad, like, when I was younger, like, put light on the car, and my dad messes up somehow, and he blames the light holder. Like, that's exactly
Classic.
Or like, you're helping someone out, and like they make a mistake, but they're like, oh, I'm never gonna ask you for help again. It's just like, dude, like, it's not my fault. You're stupid. Like, I feel like it's just one of those things. In the heat of the moment, you have so much emotion. I just wanted him to be like, for a split second, just think about, wow, I found my son, but he didn't. But like, whatever. In the heat of the moment, everyone's watching him. This team that he made, to search for people that have lost. As a leader or whatever, I guess he wasn't himself, but like he But that was the problem. He was himself, and he shot on his kid in front of all these people, which I'd probably never talk to my dad again if he did that, or I'd just beat him up with my Mangekyo Sharingan or whatever.
And friggin', but the problem is I think he would have like went in on it if his sister never came.
Yeah. Oh, I would have beat the fuck out of him for sure. I'm glad Paul got a beating into him.
And those looks that everyone was giving him.
Yeah, that's side eye shit.
How
like
people look at him in real life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I was like, fuck these
tough,
guys,
man.
Like really.
It's tough. It's the same thing like in the first season where he didn't want to go outside because he had the same. He had social anxiety from all the.
Oh my god! Yeah, I totally forgot that was his thing. Yeah.
So like finally he's starting to get over with and he's talking to people and doing all that kind of stuff and then just like that. Back.
You know what I mean? But like Paul forgot that too, and that makes him a shit person anyway. Oh, but anyway, talking about
like I get it to the sense where it's like because Rudius has been so mature-brained the whole time, and like even Paul's just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Why
does this kid know so much? I think Paul like partially in his brain just like put in he's like this kid's just advanced beyond like his years, right?
Yeah.
So he just assumed that this kid is gonna be advanced, and that mixed with the grief is just like, okay, like all this shit's going wrong. At the very least, I can rely on my kid because he's so advanced. So like I'm gonna rely on him. I'll look for him, but like I'm gonna focus on the people that actually need help. And then when he finally comes face to face, he's drunk, grief stricken, depressed. He doesn't know what's going on, and then.
Boom.
Man, I feel sorry for the girl, bro. What's the life that Rudy's sister's living? If her dad's drunk all the time, she's traveling with all these random people. Her mom's missing, her sister's missing. Like, what kind of life? Her mom and her.
Shit one.
I feel like you know what? I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like she sees how much her dad's trying. I know it's as a kid you're not gonna like fully appreciate it, but. Maybe like she sees how much her dad's trying, and how long has it been since? So she's like what 10?
I think he said a year and a half or some shit.
A year and a half since the teleport?
No, but no. Since the teleport, so he was already gone.
Right.
For like,
so
he's already gone for a while.
So her sister definitely met the mom and like spent time with the mom. So she knows who she is and she knows she's not there anymore. So I feel like Norn has a good sense of her dad doing his best. And like shouldn't get beat up, but like again, I don't know.
It could also be like a protective instinct type thing.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
A lot of times with kids where like their parents are so or their like guardian is so like messed up, where the kid it just like takes the guardian role. That kind of sense. Yeah, exactly. Where that's why she was so willing to stop bullying my dad type thing. It could be that too.
Could be that.
Which is messed up. Which she's gonna need a lot of therapy when she grows up to deal with that.
No such thing. It is what it is. You move on.
Oh my god, man. Yeah, no. But all in all, that episode did not make me feel good.
No, it didn't, man.
It was the best one in a while, though.
Best
for me.
I love that shit. I love feeling pain.
Even now, talking about it, it's bringing back friggin' feelings. Like, at first, I was like, I wish I watched Takt Up first, because like Takt Up was kind of a disappointment in comparison. But at the same time, I was like, it's lighthearted. It's lighthearted in comparison, so I got a chance to just like think about something else. But,
for sure. Yeah.
You need a system like Alan and I had for To Your Eternity and VV, and we
God,
had like the disappointment.
Shaman
and then,
King,
like,
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
you switched to Tokyo Ghoul, remember? I mean, Tokyo Revenge.
Oh yeah, Revenge was fine. Takamichi's thick, so it was good.
Have you read that yet, Alan, by the way?
I'm two chapter. No, I'm one chapter.
No, I'm not reading it. I'm not reading it.
All right, well, you read that, and I'll read the other.
Oh, is that the deal? Wow, how did I get roped into reading it? Okay, I will. But yeah.
Oh, you'll get hooked. Bro.
Oh, for sure. That's why I'm surprised I haven't read Attack on Titan with my reading habits.
No.
So I'm like, I see it, I'm like, nah, it's okay. I gotta save it for the pod.
Yeah. 1 month away, bro. 2 months away.
True.
We're almost there.
Do you think his mom's okay? Rudius?
Oh, no.
Just dead?
Probably.
Matt. Yo, what if you get teleported under the ocean?
What about that's a good question.
Yo, what if you start drowning?
Let me see. What about the maid?
Oh, she's alive. She's alive for sure.
They're both dead? What about his other sister?
Everyone who hasn't showed up.
No, I don't believe that because
dead.
I don't believe that. I think they're alive, man. They're just alive somewhere, and we just got to figure out where. Like
my biggest issue is that kid that used to bully the elf girl. Right?
Yeah, fuck him. By the way.
No, wait.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
If he was already a slave, why did they have to bag his head and take him away and just look mad suspicious for?
That's true.
Dude,
why did they have
that's
to
a
do
great
They had to
ass
make it look
question.
like a kidnapping. Okay.
Why?
I don't know.
Why did Rudius kept
Rudius
chasing
put
him and
pennies
meet
on
his
head?
dad?
He's obviously like, yo, why do you kidnap these people? And he's like, we're not. They're already slaves, so we're saving them. My first thing is like, why was he bagged?
Django Unchained 2.
Maybe
Slung on
it's
the side
so
of a horse
maybe it's so they
right
wouldn't
away.
recognize him because he was a slave. So like, if they were chasing him, maybe they wouldn't be able to tell. I don't know.
Oh, because yes, a man with a bag over his head is
Not
and tied
suspicious
up
at
is
all.
so much less
Yeah,
conspicuous.
right.
You never know, man.
I
Maybe
don't know, man.
Maybe it's
Lots of
popular to like,
questions.
yeah. But yeah, that pretty much. I'm excited to see if Paul and them reunite and like actually say sorry or something.
I think it will.
Yeah. It's also weird to me that Eris is supposed to be like his like main love interest, but she's just like so much bigger than him.
I'm telling you,
Right?
dude.
Well,
He's
she's
gonna
like
have
years
like
older
he's
than
gonna
him.
have like 6 wives by the end of this. I'm telling you.
I know he only has 2 at this moment.
Nah,
in
he's
time,
gonna have
right?
like at least
So
10. I keep on making the number.
maybe
go up,
3. Maybe 3.
I'm
The
thinking.
teacher
I'm
may-
thinking.
the teacher's too old.
Syphilette, Iris, Roxy's in it. The cat people
the
are in
teacher.
it. Like, yo, that's
No,
already
none
5.
of the cat people liked him though.
No.
True.
None of the cat people really liked him.
True. Well, he's gonna meet some people on the
They're
way.
best friends with Eris.
But Eris is
No,
it's his cousin.
It is weird to me how big. Like he's just like a little freaking.
Yeah, but
boy.
watch that time
And
skip.
then like she like sits beside him, and then she's
Yo,
just like, "Oh, it's okay,
the
little
Google
baby."
effects, man.
That's what it looks like she's doing. He's like, "It's okay, little baby."
The Gugu effect, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna do a push up and it's gonna be GG from there.
I need one more. I need Rudius to at least punch his dad one more time.
Oh, yeah.
And then they can make up after.
Oh,
I need
yeah.
like a good solid punch.
Guys,
and
look
then they
out
can
on
make up.
YouTube. Andre's gonna post like a 1 hour like long special of Rudius just punching Paul in the face just on loop, just like how people did it with Gabby in Attack on Titan. Just fucking.
Oh, no.
So,
Oh, is that a thing?
oh yeah. You can.
Oh,
It's
man,
a,
that's
there's a-
how I.
There's a 10-hour one.
That's how I started watching
People hate Gabby.
Future Diary. Actually, Mira Nikki.
Oh,
It's literally
yeah.
I was like studying at like 2 in the morning, and it was like
Bio
Yuki,
exam.
10 hours. I was like, what the hell is this? So I clicked it, and she's like, Yuki.
Some people just have strange ideas.
What's wrong with
Yeah,
that?
man.
What's wrong with that? I made that video. What are you gonna say now, huh?
How many views do you have, Alan?
A lot.
Why did you
okay.
not do that on the pad then?
Shut up. That's
Do
true.
that again, bro.
I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Did you want to talk about thing today?
Kinda.
Mieruko-chan?
Mieruko-chan. Kinda do.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
that's
do.
fine.
Well, it's not much to talk about episode per episode, but
No.
Andre, give us a nice summary of what we've been
Yeah.
watching for a bit.
Okay, so there's 5 episodes out, I think.
Mhm.
Something like that. So basically the premise is this girl, high school girl, starts to be able to see ghosts, ghouls, which I will say drawn and animated very well, very creepily. Well done. And then so she starts off as this like cool cucumber. She doesn't get scared of anything. She's cool, but then like her whole thing, she's just like, oh shit. Now she's getting scared. She's starting to get startled, and then she decides that every time she sees him, she thinks it's best to just ignore them
Mhm.
and just think that them think that she can't see them at all, right? Because there's some stuff in the first episode where they're like, "Can you see me? Can you see me?" And she's just like ignores them, so they think, "Oh shit, she can't see me." So then we go through the next 5 episodes of her just getting in various situations where she's trying to make her friend avoid walking through them. She's trying to get prayer beads for protection. They don't work. I will say the last 2 episodes started to get kind of interesting because they introduced another character who can kind of see them, not to the extent that she can.
Yeah.
And then the old lady who has spiritual powers, but obviously nowhere near to the extent of either of the other 2, right? So the last episode that happened, we start off, was it maybe a 4th episode? Was it the 4th episode where there was a giant one and she choked out the other girl?
Yes. Yeah, she had to
Okay,
she had to use
so-
that wrestling move that she found out. Wait, wasn't it?
Yes.
Wasn't it the last one?
Oh no, that was the recent.
Yeah,
that was the
last
most recent
one. Last
episode,
one.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So where she choked out the other girl, and then she's like, "Listen, just pretend you don't see them and it'll be okay. It's just better this way. And then that girl's just like, she threatened me. she's like, she threatened me. She said she's gonna kill me if I tell anyone that I see them or that I know about her, right? But the real episode is the one before that, where we have a whole entire episode where first they're just chilling with her brother, and then she's just like, oh, yo, it was actually kind of sad to me, like, because of how like aloof and like cool she is, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then that time where like the thing's like in like the corner of the shower, and she's like can't even. And her brother like busts in because he thinks that she has a boyfriend. And he's like, "What are you hiding from me? Let's have a conversation." And she's like, "I don't give a fuck what you're here for. Like, yo, whatever. I'll watch your back. Whatever.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it.
Fuck it." Because she's scared, bro. That was kind of sad to me. But then that scene where like she loses her quarter outside because she's going to get some coffee, and she's like, "Ooh, those are cute." Whoopsies. And then she like fake drops it, and then she's like, "Why they do that?" She's like, "I forgot that they're ghastly, gross demons, and I got caught in with these cute ass old men." These tiny old men.
Jesus.
And then she gets into a giant one. But yeah, I'm actually enjoying it. Obviously, the fan service has gotten actually less than I thought it was. Like, really? It started off like, because it started off like completely unnecessary. Like, she would just like, I don't know, she would just like need to go into her locker or some shit, and then she would just like bend down and the camera would like go under her skirt like this, like, right, for no reason at all, right? But like now, there's like the shower scene with her brother, but that wasn't really like it didn't bother me at all, actually. Like, I didn't even think of it in any kind of way. Yeah. Kind of thing like that. And then the only other scene that I can think of logically is the one where she just like friggin' disinfected the other girls.
Yeah, like she like sprayed her all like her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's like, this will work. And then she disinfected.
By the way, why would that work? Why would hand sanitizer work on a demon, like whatever, or like COVID, a ghost? Bro, yeah, maybe that was a COVID ghost. Yeah, that ghost was weird too. I didn't like that ghost. It was kind of touchy.
It was
kind of too touchy for
very
me.
Very touchy.
And at the end where she's like, "Oh man, it didn't go after me. I wonder why."
But okay, so
but yeah, what do you guys think of it as a whole?
Okay,
actually?
I just want to. Honestly, I like the premise because I get scared shitless when it comes to like pop-ups and stuff. So honestly, after every episode's almost done, they do that pop-up thing and then the music starts. I literally shit myself every time, which is fine. That's the only part that really scares me. But like, I do like the whole, I like how she can see the spirit. So like, there was one episode where they found a stray cat, and in the stray cat, there was that demon inside the box, and the demon kept following them. And her friend had the idea of like, oh, let's post it online, see if anyone wants it. And this one like clean looking student boy came and it's like, hey, yeah, I heard that you guys like are giving that cat away. Meanwhile, there was just some random like weird scarred up guy staring at them, and her friend's like, no, I don't want, that guy's scary, I don't want to talk to him. But like, her friend was okay with giving it to the boy that was clean, but because of her, I guess, seeing powers or high level seeing powers, she's able to see that guy had the young clean looking kid had bad intentions, I'm assuming, or just had bad demons. Whereas when she's like, no, I don't want to give it to you, and then she looks back over at the scary dude and the scarred up guy, and she can see like he's so genuine. He's like he's looking at them as a like
got cat spirits.
He's got cat spirits that like angels that like, I don't know, whatever. And she's like, yeah, you could take him, and you can even see like he's so happy and he's like, thank you. I like that.
Because I think he had cats before, and those were the ghosts of those cats.
Yeah, exactly.
That
those
he like
took
care of it, like love him a lot.
Exactly.
It was really touching. Yeah.
I do like.
I wonder if it's gonna go somewhere with that, where she's like.
I think it will.
Because at first it starts where it's just like, oh, she can see spirits and she's trying to ignore them, but now they're starting to get like different things. There's like people with spiritual powers. There's people who can try and ward them off.
Yeah.
The last episode where she helped the old lady, and then her husband came and she's like, "No, this is the combination of the thing that you need to gain."
And even the ghost even said, "Thank you."
I wonder if, I'm wondering if it's gonna get to the point where like, oh, I gotta help these people pass on, and then leave me alone. Basically.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
Sorry, it was so funny. I thought when the old granny like was bringing her the special. Charm bracelet, what is it?
Yeah, the prayer beads or whatever they're called.
Prayer beads, and she's like, "Oh, this will protect you," and then like it just blows up and it hits her in the face in like slow mo.
Yeah, I love that.
Bro. And then the guy's just like, "It's itchy."
And I was interested because like her dad is the only one that she's seen that just looks like a regular human. So I wonder why all the other ones look like these demon things.
Other than I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Because her dad just is like a friendly ghost, and the cats, I guess.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that was just a trope to make us think her dad was still alive. Because as soon as she went to his shrine, he literally looked like a ghost.
But he wasn't like
creepy.
He's talking about like he wasn't like the dark.
Oh, it wasn't grotesque or anything.
Ghost.
Yeah, like,
the
that's
grotesque
true.
ghost that she's because even the girl on the thing, which creeped me out actually. Like I didn't take it in first, but then I got kind of like weirded out. I was like, they're saying the same thing. Is this on purpose?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like when the girl on the bus where they kept repeating the same thing. I was like, are they doing that on purpose? And I was like this, and then she was just like, wait a second. And then she was looking at the people. At first, I didn't think of anything. I was like, oh yeah, there's just people talking.
Yeah.
But then she's like, no, they're not talking. And I rewinded quickly. I was like, oh shit, their mouths are moving.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is she hearing?
Yeah.
And then the ghost came, and I was like, oh my god, yeah. And then I'm glad that, and it's interesting how she's starting to not be able to tell the difference, like how she saw the grandma as a ghost at first, but she wasn't a ghost, and then she saw the husband as like a regular person, but then he was a ghost, and like he's starting to see. She's trying to mix things up, and she's not being able to see real things. So it's like, and I'm really intrigued, like how you guys were talking about the guy who had like this super dark, ominous spirit. Because obviously he's alive still.
Yeah.
But like
he'll be back, I think.
Why does is he like a black magic kind of guy who like deals with dark spirits, and that's why he has that kind of thing? And maybe he was gonna sacrifice the cat.
Yeah, like he was gonna kill the cat or something.
Yeah, he looked possessed to me.
His eyes,
or
right?
Yeah,
his eyes.
He's possessed, or he could be possessed, like those kind of things.
So I know
it's already gone deeper than I thought it was gonna be. I literally thought it was just gonna be her like living life trying to ignore ghosts.
well, I was literally gonna say, so like it goes into detail. We have like a plot, which is funny as hell for like this type of show. But the thing is, what loopholed my brain was when they're talking to the grandma, and she's like, oh, you have the seeing eye, and then she looks at the friend, and she's like, oh, what a powerful aura that can like push like these spirits away. How did she get attached with that ghost then, the one that's like touchy? Like, I
think she said it attracts ghosts and it doesn't push them away.
Oh, it attracts them.
Yeah,
she attracts. So basically she's saying she's technically in no danger, like the ghost can't do anything to her. Like, so the ghost is touchy or whatever, but she's not going to feel it. Like, her life's not going to change or anything. Like, she's not going to get sick or whatever. Whereas like, but her best friend doesn't know, like the main character.
Yeah, of course.
She doesn't know. She's just like, yo, all these ghosts are around, and I'm seeing all these ghosts. So I'm wondering if it's their proximity that's causing, because they're best friends, that's causing her to get so strongly connected to the ghost slowly, right?
Yeah. Could be.
I'm wondering. That's interesting. But I will say that scene, like up until that moment, it was pure just like comedy. Like there were like brief moments where I'm just like, ooh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like, but like up until then, it was just pure comedy, and then like we're trying to say, ooh, what is she gonna do? There's ghosts coming. She has to get in these wacky situations to avoid these ghosts, and then they're just like, nah, our dad's dead.
Yeah, and then they drop a bomb on you.
I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, bro, that shit. That's why we all texted you, child. I was just like, what the fuck is this?
I know. Man? I had no idea until.
No, how could you? They gave us no Dude,
They even showed the picture of him on like the thing, and I was like, oh, it looks a lot like your dad. Like maybe it's your grandpa or something. Maybe he died young. And then like it showed him and like with the white, and I was like, oh, I'm an idiot.
Yeah. And like he's like, oh, I didn't. And the ghost is just like, oh, I didn't make it up to you. Like this, I'm just like, oh, so fuck. Sad. I'm scared. I'm shitting my pants, and also I'm also crying tears. Like, what the hell?
Because the last interaction, they fought over the pudding, and then
Jesus
like
fucking.
And then the ghost is following her around. So wait a second. Do you think that the big ghost that was like pudding, who is that?
I have no idea.
I think
maybe that was her dad, or maybe that was the grotesque thing. And then when she finally just be like, here, take the pudding, the ghost is like, pudding, and her dad's like,
yeah, right. He's like, that's my pudding.
Oh, that's a good thought. So what if okay, so this had a potential going two ways, because what if like she doesn't, like, let's say she doesn't forgive her dad, or like she doesn't cut closure with her dad. Maybe her dad becomes like that big thing, but because she did have closure and she like forgave him or whatever, I don't know, that's why like the ghost found peace. Like that was like she helped him out.
Yeah, but my issue with that is they were both in the room at the same time.
And they interacted.
Dude, it's a freaking anime that's not supposed to be like, I don't know. You're right though.
No, but they did it good. They did it good because they made it look like the family was all together. And then
100%.
Dad literally, he just kept saying, he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for." Oh no, the mom was like, "Remember when you and your dad were fought over the pudding?"
Yeah.
And then Dad's like, "Oh, don't bring that up.
Yeah,
Like, don't talk about the pudding." And like no one. Like in my
Giving
brain,
respect.
I thought they were just begging, they were just bugging him.
Yeah.
Like they didn't interact with him at all, and I didn't take that in my head.
No, it was
that
good.
they didn't interact with him. And then they were like, he's like, "Oh, what'd you forget? You forgot something? How could you forget something? You're going to school." And then she's like, "Oh, you wanted pudding? Why did you want pudding? You're gonna bring it to school?" And then she just walks into the room, shrine.
Didn't we see this guy already? I swear we saw her dad in the.
This is the first episode we saw her parents at all.
Then who? Then who was the guy in the red shirt in the other episode where he's like, "You need to ride to school or something?" And she's like, "No, I'll walk."
What?
Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna fact check myself.
I don't remember that
Because I swear, I don't know. I don't know now.
I just don't remember that. I'm not saying it didn't.
No,
happen.
no,
I
that's
just don't
fine.
remember
Yeah, like I don't know now, and I'm confused. Maybe but yeah, I don't know. It's been fun, I guess. Like it's. I know there's some, like Andre said in the beginning, it's kind of weird, but I mean, get over it, losers.
All I know is when the first episode started, I was like, fine, I'm gonna deal with some ecchi, just get an ecchi comedy, whatever. It's gonna be some horror, it's fine. I wasn't expecting to feel things.
No,
that's
definitely not.
And that hurt. That hurt way more. That hurt way more because
it was such a good touch too. How like she was clearly bothered in the room, but you think it's because of the ghost, right? You're like, oh no, she's like really uncomfortable because this ghost is here, and like it was a freaky ass ghost. Like you saw that thing. That was one of the creepiest ones I've seen yet. And like no, she's actually bothered because like her dead dad's ghost is there, and we don't know that yet. And it's like something you have to retrospectively like visit. But
I also like how they did that thing with the old lady where like, because before like ghosts they can't touch her, they can't interact with her at all, but then the old lady grabs her, and then I'm just like, oh shit, what is she gonna do? Right. But then I was like, oh, never mind. So I'm wondering if she's getting like a closer connection, like, because there's no way she could, I don't know. Also, that weird thing where she joined the wrong line by accident because she didn't notice, and then there was just a big ghost at the end just eating them. And then she's just like, what was that?
It's boss battle, bro.
No idea.
Wait till episode 12, man, or 11, so because they have to go to the beach on 12.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta get their customary beach episode.
And the festival episode too. You have to wait for that one.
Not too. Gotta have some fireworks.
Yukatas and fireworks.
That's right.
Someone's gonna kill themselves.
The festival, there's gonna be some crazy ghosts at that spring festival, man. I'm telling you. Some kimonos are gonna be like flying or something. I don't know.
Like before, I thought it was gonna be just like a haha fun, but like now I'm kind of intrigued.
I'm interested. I'm invested. It's done more for me than Shaman King did in fucking 5 episodes. But yeah,
you want to watch an anime about ghosts? You can pick Shaman King or Mieruko-chan.
Right?
pick this one, man. It's a good one. All right. Anything else to say about I don't know how to say it. Chan.
That's it, man.
Yeah, man. We could go forever if we want.
That's true. We could, because we are the podcast to listen to. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Audio will be out on Fridays, and as always, videos will be out on Saturdays if you'd like to watch some YouTubes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Keep up to date with what we. Oh, spoilers, by the way. For any of the shows that we watch, very at the last moment. It is what it is. Timing. we do have some social media. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Discord is going to be up when Andre stops being a little bitch about it. It is up, but I don't know. It is what it is.
Why am I?
I don't know, man. I have to blame someone. I can't blame Sean. I'm going to add the link into the description.
Literally just put it. Like, you know how we have descriptions on the.
Yeah. Down below.
Put it in there.
And also, you can follow us individually on all those social medias too. Just figure it out. But yeah, as always, peace out, Girl Scout. Andre, Sean, anything else to say?
It's been a great week for anime, is all I can say. I've watched a lot more than I expected.
Read Solo Leveling.
Yes, definitely Sean reads Solo Leveling. At one point in the next year or two, we will get video game discussions up and Adam. We'll see. It'll get there.
Yeah.
It'll get there eventually. And yeah, I was surprised. I'll watch Kobe Can't Communicate so we can have a good discussion.
Yo, banging show.
I was gonna do it this week, but then
that's
I
okay.
don't know what happened? I literally opened it, realized it was Japanese. I was mid assignment and couldn't get to it. But
that's all right. Yeah. So.
Oh yes, Anime Allen.
I'm still getting over. This man really said spoilers in the last.
Nah, it is what it is. I'll edit it to be in the beginning. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Good, Alan. Thank you. I look like that guy who wanted to be Ken from Barbie. Do you know that Korean guy? That
so much better as a cartoon than
I know.
Real life, bro.
Holy shit! Look at my neck muscles. All right, take it easy, guys.